I recently made a video announcing the bot worthy of the AI crown, but in just a short stint, things have changed dramatically. Google, the company struggling to look into the eyes of OpenAI, has come up with multiple bangers in the I/O 2023.
As you may have heard, AI is having a very busy year.
So it started out, I was tasked with testing it for AI bias.
Fascinating story, isn't it? So Google created an artificial intelligence.
Will Google's brute force presentation change the AI game for the company? Let's find out. So, the biggest problem with Bard was its lack of precision and composition, but as I mentioned in my earlier video, Google can turn things around in a flash by incorporating AI in its applications like Gmail, etc. Google has finally played that checkmate move, and AI will be all over Google's tool suite. I'm gonna go over all the announcements in a flash. Hang in there with me. Let's first look at how the world of email will change forever. We all know that Gmail's been hitting the tech gym and bulking up its muscle on its Smart Reply and Smart Compose goodies. You know, those little elves that help you finish your emails? Well, now there's a new player on the block. The AI-powered Help Me Write feature. It's like the magical fairy godmother of emails. It'll not only write your sentences, but cook up a whole email for you. Say goodbye to the blank page monster that leaves you scratching your head. Feel like the AI is not grabby enough? An even cooler addition is that this Smarty Pants feature takes a peek at your past chinwags with the recipient and drags up useful bits to sprinkle into the new mail. Not bad for a day's work, huh? So, once you're done with emailing and you decide a venue for your next billion-dollar business deal, AI in Google Maps will take you there in a new subtle way. The Google Maps app is about to get a whole lot cooler with a future AI edition called Immersive View for Routes. Imagine being beamed into a digital twin of your journey path before you even left the house. That's what I'm talking about. You can even take a virtual stroll down your route to watch for landmarks and pit stops. Handy, right? The word in the street is that this fancy widget will appear in 15 cities before we sing Auld Lang Syne this year. Once you have closed your deal, it would be good to click a few photos to remember your business achievement. For that, Google has new tricks up its sleeve as well, joining the league of Find Photos and Magic Eraser. Let's welcome Magic Editor. This new kid on the block has some cool stunts up its sleeve. In the keynote, it was just doing stuff like juggling individual pieces in a photo. And the crowd pleaser, when something gets chopped off by the edge of the photo, it can magically pull out the rest of it. So, if you're tired of Uncle Bob being half out of the picture, you can finally put him center stage. Now you are back in the office, and you need to carry out some research. How do you start? Obviously, by typing your query on Google Search. Google has new additions to that as well. Soon, it'll answer your search requests like your old pals. And it's even learning to tackle those tough, multi-layered questions without you having to slice them into separate searches. Now here's the kicker. Google Search will also give you follow-up question ideas once it sees you're hooked on a particular link or product. Just a friendly nudge to keep the curiosity flowing. Now, you might think the look of this AI-powered Google search is a bit like grandma's old TV. We agree. But Google says not to worry because a new front end is in the making. And don't worry, all these fancy features will still serve up results using Google's classic search ranking system. After all, that's what made Google the heavyweight champ of the search engines for all these years. You must have been wondering, okay, that is all pretty cool, but what happened to the Bard? Well, here comes the real banger. Bard chatbot is now flexing its muscles with Google's latest large language model, PaLM 2. This is a pumped-up version of last year's model, and boy has it been hitting the language gym. It now chats in over 100 languages, codes in multiple languages, and is even a bit of a genius when it comes to math, logic, and reasoning. Google had a no trespassing sign on Bard for a while, but they're ready to tear that down and let everyone in. They're also working on adding Japanese and Korean to the English-based bot, which means Bard's language roster is about to hit 40. Sure, Bard's had a bit of a rough time recently with AI fans comparing it to the cool kid on the block, ChatGPT. But Google's not giving up. They showed off Bard's talents at a demo where it was writing code, coming up with photo captions, and even creating AI pictures. Talking about pictures, Google and Adobe are teaming up to add some artistic flair to Bard. Bard users will be able to whip up pictures with Firefly, and then jazz them up with Express. Inside Bard's magic toolbox, users can pick and choose from templates, fonts, and stock photos, plus loads of other goodies from the Express library. It's like having your own art studio in the cloud. How? Bard's new extensions feature lets it join forces with other apps and platforms. And you know what? It looks pretty slick in the demo. Maybe Bard's about to prove it's not such an underdog after all. We are only halfway done as Google has announced that the company is set to take generative AI to a whole new level. In Google Sheets, users will have an AI buddy that can whip up complete spreadsheet templates and even drop data into the right columns like a pro. And in Google Slides, get ready for a pop of AI art that fits right in with your slide content. No extra nudging is needed. Plus, there's a shiny new toy on its way. Duet AI for Workspace. It's all about contextual collaboration and will let you team up with others in Docs, Sheets, and more with an AI helping hand. Taking things to a whole new level, Google has unwrapped an AI-powered music creation tool, MusicLM, which is a bit like a musical wizard. You tell it what kind of tune you want, like mellow jazz for dinner time or hypnotic industrial techno, and voila, it conjures up a bunch of songs for you. It's ready to play in the AI Test Kitchen app on web, Android or iOS. And you can get picky about the details, choosing specific instruments or the kind of vibe you're after as you polish your MusicLM crafted masterpieces. Back in January, when Google first introduced MusicLM in a Smarty Pants academic paper, they said they had no plans to actually release it. The smart people who wrote the paper pointed out some tricky issues, like the AI accidentally nicking copyrighted tunes from the stuff it learned from. But Google's been busy since then, teaming up with musicians and running workshops to figure out how to turn this tech into a creative power tool. One result? The MusicLM you'll find in AI Test Kitchen doesn't spit out tunes that sound like specific artists or have vocals. Take from that what you will. Even so, there's still a bumpy road ahead when it comes to AI-made music. Case in point. In 2020, Jay-Z's record label got in a tiff with a YouTube channel that used AI to make Jay-Z covers of songs like Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire. YouTube took down the videos at first, but then put them back up, saying the takedown requests didn't tick all the boxes. Alongside the AI goodies, Google also pulled a fancy new toy out of its pocket, the Pixel Fold. It's a Google Pixel phone that can fold, but with a hefty price tag of $1,799. It's more of a window shopping item for most phone buyers. Compared to Google's new AI obsession, the Android product lineup seemed to take a back seat, while the Pixel Fold might make your wallet faint. All the new AI features seem to be on the house, at least for the time being. So it's not all bad news. As all of these tools come into practice, we will finally be able to tell what kind of competition they bring to OpenAI. For my earlier AI crown video, click on the link popping up on your screen. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you around.